Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm from Venezuela, and today we're going to be reacting to a video called Shopping by Bicycle in the Netherlands versus Australia. So I'm guessing this is a video, comparing the sort of like bicycle cultures between both countries. If I had to guess, I would say that probably in the Netherlands they use their bikes more. But maybe that's just my perception, because I think Australia is more, like a city. So let's check it out, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. So let's hit play. Okay, so I'm guessing it's someone from Australia that probably an Australian person that it's in the Netherlands is probably like asking around because they're in the local supermarket Utrecht. I have no idea how to pronounce that, and I'm guessing there's gonna be a lot of bicycles actually. I have to say her bicycle looks very like fancy because it has like those pretty like big handles, and they look like very elegant, so I'm guessing it's a fancy bike.
Arrived by bike.
My name is Siep, and of course I
arrived by bike
on my bicycle.
Oh, I love that she has a little like pack of oranges, because it shows me that she's doing like her weekly grocery run or, her daily grocery run, and she's actually like buying stuff. It makes it look like, yeah, she actually uses her bike. She has a couple of oranges that she is actually going to use at her house. So I'm loving it.
And I ride by bike.
Tom is my name, and I came with the bike from my home to
I have to say, obviously, like, because, if you have, like, if you were, like, downtown, usually, like, downtowns and city centers tend to be quite busy, and they tend to not have a lot of parking spaces, especially if it's, like, an historic town or, like, the actual, like, historic center that a lot of cities have. They usually don't have the parking space because they don't really have, because obviously it's old, so what need was there to, like, build some sort of like parking structure, and because also it's old, they can't really like like destroy buildings because they're historical landmarks. So you're not gonna like, I'm gonna destroy this, I'm gonna demolish this, and I'm gonna like create a parking lot. So if you're working, obviously it makes a lot of sense to just like go on your bike, because you're like, if you maybe like running late, you're like, oh my god, I'm running late, and then I have to like also think when I'm gonna park. So this is perfect. Going to work in a bike, if you're able to do so, it's gonna save you a lot of trouble.
Oh, my name, that doesn't matter. Just like Françoise. I came here with my bike.
My name is Pauline, and I arrived on my bike.
Even more. He's doing it already.
He's showing off because he's using his bike a little more.
Did it fit?
You make me feel jealous now.
I'm Nart.
I'm Bram.
And we arrived on bike today.
My name is Manon, and I arrived first by train, and then got my bike from the train station and got here.
She probably, she uses two methods of transport that are not cars, so, good for her.
Yes, I walk. I live very near.
Yeah, 5 kilometers is not that much.
Under, yes.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, yeah, obviously.
Yes, about 5 kilometers. It's about that distance, yeah.
No, but I've been riding quite a lot to go to a friend. But I'm living in the neighborhood.
No, I think about 3.
Even less.
I think so. I think we passed 5 already.
More.
Yeah, we cycle a lot today, yeah.
I think like that.
Yeah, also, I don't think
Under
5 kilometers
5 kilometers
is that much. Maybe, like, if it's a flat surface, maybe around 20 minutes, I want to say, by bike. Maybe I could be, like, way off, but I think it's around 20 minutes. Maybe even less. Maybe you can do it in 15, depending on, like, how like fast you go and your condition. But it's not really like, it's like a 15 to 20 minute like ride. It's really not that much if it's flat, because if it's uphill, it's probably going to take you a bit longer.
To get here from the train station?
Yeah, because of the train station.
So.
Obviously, the training ball. It tells me that she's probably not from around, but she's still like using the bike in the I don't know. It's less distance from the train station to the market. So obviously she has to use like 2 methods of transport.
I don't have a car here, and it's also always hard to find a parking spot.
And I think it's better to drive your bicycle to the supermarket, because in the city it's very hard. It's kind of like a maze to get to your supermarket.
Well,
so
I don't know. Isn't it like the bicycle sort of like routes? Aren't they the same as the cars? I think when you're like passing on a car, you're like watching you can see the bikes like running past you like parallel. But maybe there it's different. So maybe they have like different routes.
This steel and some other steel.
Well, first of all, I don't own a car.
No one owns a car?
Well, my house...
Because I have to say, it's obviously quite cheaper, million times cheaper to own a bicycle than, to buy a car. So, it's cheaper. And you don't have to find a parking space for your car, like where you're living.
Across a couple of 100 meters, and I came from college, so that's why before I went home I stopped to go grocery shopping.
And it's much easier to go by bike and healthier.
Of course, you're working out.
Well, why should I? Never take a car.
I love her. She's like, a car, like couldn't be me.
Only have a bike.
She doesn't own a
It's
car.
not really necessary to use a car when you can just do it by bike.
Because it's hard to park. And you don't want to pay the tickets.
It's true. Parking spaces can get very expensive. So she has a point. And you don't have to like pay the maintenance, you don't have to pay for gas. So it's like it's obviously cheaper. You don't have to pay for, the actual like parking ticket. And you don't have to spend money on gas. So, it's a win-win.
This is actually not that cheap. My friend got cheaper bikes. I paid like 140 by the time I bought it.
This bike cost me
Oh wow, I think there's a lot.
Well, it's secondhand, so I think it's about 70,
super
80
cheap.
euros, something like that.
About
I'm scared.
350 euros.
That's a lot. Wow.
I bought it
It must
new.
be a really good bike.
The bike? Yep, very cheap. This bike is 10 years
So
old.
It was free because before it was for me, it was from my mother. So I got it from my mother.
And then this one for my brother, but I guess
How much did the bike cost you?
40 euros?
almost everyone's
200.
like between 150
Still
and
got
200.
money.
Oh, it's my
Another
mom's,
one's like,
so
it's free.
nothing.
It's borrowed. It's cheap. No, why wouldn't they?
Well, I prefer going by bike just because I like to move and I think it's environmental friendlier than going by car.
No, because we don't have any place for that, so...
It's true. Like,
We don't have,
where exactly are
have
you
the
going to
space,
park? Well,
so-
there's a car parked like right there, but I'm guessing it's like the only car that can park there because like there's not a lot of space. So where exactly? Like, look at those streets; they're so narrow. Then like, where are you going to get a car? And if you have like an SUV or a bigger car, I doubt that you can like like drive around these sort of like historical city centers.
No, definitely not, because, well, first of all, for the environment, it's all the pollution, and second of all, how do you say, exercise?
Yeah, you can work out.
Like, this is the only exercise I get once a day, so I think it's better to
yeah, of
drive
course.
bikes than cars.
No. Would absolutely be no place
Yeah,
for all
where are
those
you gonna
cars.
put them?
So it's but it's typically a supermarket for the town.
You can't park your car here. Everything you have to do with a bike, and it's very nice this way. But you have to have big
Yeah.
bags.
I have to say,
and,
actually, like there's like the amount of bikes that are parked in that street, it's like in the hundreds. So it's actually like a lot of bikes that are actually parked there. So I'm guessing like if I were like biking around, I would be worried I couldn't find any like parking space for my bike. But yeah, you have to like adjust the thing or like put some stuff, because if you carry a lot of stuff and you're like doing your grocery shopping, you know, you need some like space to put them. So I don't know if this is something that you can like buy as an extra and you can like, I don't know, like attach the sort of like bags to it, or some bikes just like they come with it. But yeah, you have to like make an effort, because you're not gonna, unless you're doing like, I don't know, maybe like daily grocery runs, and maybe you don't have like a lot of stuff.
But it's the good way to take a lot of
Also
things.
because you don't have to I mean, like, where am I
It's
gonna
very
put it? I
healthy
can't
to
really
go-
take this, like, and you're gonna have like, I don't know, I don't know. Speaking of like beer, I have like not a 6-pack, but maybe I have like a huge case of beer. Like, when am I gonna put it? Like, I have a bike, I can't. So it's good. It's sort of like a way to control yourself if you're like very into you can't really control, and you're just like one of those people that are in a store and you're like, I want everything. You can't really like, I can't take this home, so I have to control myself.
your bike, and also in the city it's far easier and faster to go on your bike.
No,
You cannot fit all the cars.
no, they shouldn't definitely not do it. No, I agree. Yeah,
I think they should just walk.
exactly. Great minds think alike.
No bike paths? No, we are definitely need
Yeah.
to keep the bike paths as well.
I'm scared. Everyone uses a car. There's no bike. Scary music. The music is scaring me already. Oh my god, yeah. It's totally different, yeah. These are, I have to say, like, those are the sort of like supermarkets that I'm used to. I'm not used to those like going to the supermarket on a bike. I'm not really used to that. So this is more like my thing.
Brad Howe, and I'm driving.
My name's Emily and I drove.
My name is Matt. Normally I take the car because I do the bigger shopping.
Chris, I drive here.
My name is Kerry and I arrived here today by car.
Penny and Lola, and we drove today.
I'm Peter. I arrived here in my car.
Okay, Dominic Coleman and I came by car.
Not a single person is by bike. Everyone's like, I use my car.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow. I have to say, like, maybe, I don't know, because the distances are different. So maybe, like, I have to, like, have a car. I can't really, like, move around the city without a car. But, again, like, 5 kilometers, it depends, I think, how, I don't know, if it's, I said earlier that it's not that long. It's like, it's a short distance. But looking back at this kind of, like, city, that's very, not historical, it's very like urban, I don't know how to say it, like you need cars, you know. There's some cities that you just need a car because there's not a lot of like space to move around either by bike or walking. So even if you live less than 5 kilometers from like the supermarket, you still need to use a car because you can't really like walk. It's not easy, like there's not like good bicycle roads and or you can, you know, walk there. So, you know, it really does depend on the city where you're living.
500 meters.
Yeah. Yes.
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 Yes, I did.
I'm guessing no one owns one.
It's quicker.
Oh, it's quicker.
Because I got groceries. Normally I walk.
She walks.
Because I sold my bicycle like 3 months ago.
Oh.
because it's freaking freezing.
Oh, it's cold.
My bike's. I've just come back from
Well,
sea.
but I have to
and my
say,
bike's
in the
got flat
Netherlands,
tires.
it's also quite cold. So where's the? You can't have that as an excuse.
So it takes me a couple of minutes to pump them up every time I come back from sea.
Because I've got my little one, and it's windy, and it's cold, and it's nearly dark.
Some heavy parcels.
So I just finished work and I didn't want to ride a bicycle or walk here.
Yeah, it's more practical.
The car, $6,000.
I couldn't tell you. 35, I think.
35,000.
Wow,
Yeah.
isn't that quite expensive?
I don't know,
Well,
it's
it's
a
new
company
probably,
car.
so yeah. But 35,000, that's a lot.
Oh, it was 20 grand, yeah? About 6 or 7 years ago. Yeah.
15
Okay,
grand.
so it's like normal. Yeah, it's actually normal prices for cars, actually.
I don't know. Somewhere under 20 grand.
20 grand.
42,000.
It's a quite an expensive car.
Yeah, probably. Wouldn't be bad.
Yes.
Definitely, it's horrible to ride a bicycle in Sydney. It's absolutely dangerous. Car drivers are not used to it. Therefore, I sold my bicycle that I brought over from Switzerland.
Oh my
We
god,
definitely
see, like
need
he actually
more,
had to sell
special
his
lines
bike.
for.
Because it was so dangerous and so like I can't really bike around this city. So there goes, that was my point. There are some cities where it's just impossible because they need to like build the infrastructure for you to be able to like actually walk around comfortably, around the city without using a car. But the city infrastructure has to change, and for that to happen, it's not like you can't really do anything about it. Like it's the town that has to like work on those things, not you.
Bicycles and
Yeah.
more safety rules for bicycles and car drivers who have a better
I feel bad for that guy.
bicycles.
Like he had to sell,
for sure.
he had
I
to
was
sell his
cycling heaps
bike and like buy a car because the thing was so terribly dangerous that he was like, "I'm done. I actually have to buy a car." Like I feel so bad for him.
And I actually got really worried, and there were a couple of incidents in the city,
my
so
God.
I've kind of stopped doing it now.
Yeah, I reckon that, and I reckon they should relax the helmet laws as well. It's just so people will more likely to ride their bikes if they don't have to have all that get up on as well.
Yeah.
Just like in Shanghai, I lived in Shanghai for a while, so everybody rode their bikes over there, and it was a lot more casual and it worked better.
Absolutely. 100% yes.
Yes.
He's not that convinced. He's like, "Well, I guess. I don't know. Probably not." I have to say, again, like I think he was the guy with a quite expensive car. So of course, if I like spend that much money in a car, I'm gonna be using my car. I'm not gonna buy a bike. Like I have the car, I have to use it. It was very expensive.
By bike.
No one.
By car.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess I've been to the Netherlands. You're probably more likely to use a bike there because the distances are less greater.
You say the distances though are greater here, but for example, to get to the shops, most people probably live only 1 or 2 kilometers from their local
Yeah,
supermarket.
I mean,
Is there anything to
exactly.
add about
It's
that,
not
though?
about the distance. I
yeah,
think
well-
that it's because you think that it's further away, but it's not. It's an idea because the city is not built for it. So you, in your mind, you're thinking, oh, it's really far away, but the distance is the same. But the infrastructure is the one that's gonna like create the illusion of you like being of the thing like, oh, it's a greater distance.
We're basically lazy.
We're just basic. Okay. Yeah, bike lanes. Go with their cars, so yeah. I don't even want to know.
200.
Yeah, but in Australia, I don't know, like 20?
It's 20 grand, yeah?
No, definitely not.
No. Would absolutely be no place for all those
it would bring
cars.
the city. Yes, of course.
Absolutely. 100% yes.
My name's Cameron and I rig to the shops on my scooter.
My name's David and I travel to the shops
It's
by
true.
wheelchair.
There are other means of transportation.
Did you travel under 5 kilometres to get here today?
Under 5Ks, yes.
Okay. Obviously everything's designed for cars and walking and everything. What's it actually like? Is it a challenge to drive this thing around here?
Depends on the state of the footpaths.
Yeah.
Can be hard at times.
I wouldn't take a child with me unless I was in a bike lane. Vehicles here are too aggressive and don't see cyclists as having a right of way on the street. So I wouldn't take my child on the back of my bike in Sydney.
Do you think we should have more bike lanes and more bike parking to encourage people to cycle to the shops instead?
Hell yeah. Cars are taking over these roads and they're killing pedestrians as well as themselves. So, you know, roads have got to be made more friendly for people because the way things are going, more people are going to be killed on these roads because of the cars and the disrespect for cyclists and other people who are trying to use alternative transport.
It's true. But I did know that Australia was like so dangerous in that sense. Oh my god, it's at the Netherlands? That's crazy. It's a huge like parking space, but with just bicycles. I've never seen that. I would totally like own a bike like that. It's more comfortable. They look so peaceful. They have like pin pad bikes. Like those bikes are like pumped. They have so many things. And look at the amount of bicycles on the street. They have like parking spaces for bikes like I don't know, every like 5 meters. Crazy. Yeah. But again, like look at that street. Like obviously, like no car can like what exactly like it's just it can only be bikes and walking around because no car like fits in that amount of space. It's very small. It's very narrow, and it would get so congested. Like no one would be able to like it would be an eternal traffic jam. Yeah, it's very peaceful, very calm. I have to say also it's the Netherlands, so I'm guessing people are less loud in general. So that's why the city is very quiet. I don't know, I'm guessing. Maybe it's a cliche. Oh my god. Yeah, like a little truck. There's so many bikes that you actually have like bike traffic. I have to say like there's a lot of bikes in here, seriously. So yeah, yeah, of course. I think that's a great idea. She looks so peaceful. She looks so happy. Yeah. I have to say, this is really, you know, it's very eye-opening. I think all cities should strive towards creating more friendly bike spaces, more bike lanes, more more infrastructure. I think all boils down to that because it's I think people definitely if you give like that opportunity to people, then people are gonna like stop using cars, or at least they're gonna use their cars a little bit. There's gonna be like fewer cars in circulation. Maybe not like completely get rid of them, but people, I think, given the opportunity, like they are going to choose like, yeah, if I have to like go do my grocery run and I'm like 5 kilometers, you know, the distance like it's a little distance, short. I will obviously like choose the bicycle instead of the car. So I love this video, and it makes me like adapt to that bike life, for sure. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I'll see you soon. Bye.